Right now, we're in the end. We're living out the book of Acts in the book of Revelations right now.
And he shall rule them with a rod of iron.
Have y'all ever heard that? That we are going to rule the nations with a rod of iron. You know how they still do this to this day? Because guess what? They have something what they call a movement where I say the rainbow movement. Well, basically, what are they doing? They're pushing that homosexual agenda on our brothers and on our sisters. Because now they promote it in our music, they're promoting it in everything that we see on TV, correct? Get 1 Corinthians, evil communication. And wait. Get Revelation 12 and then get evil communication. Revelation 12, you get verse 14. Watch it.
The book of Revelation, chapter 12, in verse 14. And to the woman were given 2 wings of a great eagle.
Read.
That she might fly into the wilderness.
I read.
Into her place, where she is nourished for a time.
So that place that we were taking was in slavery. All these different locations that we were taken to. And while we were there, guess what? They nourished us. You know what nourish means? It means they fed us. They gave us everything, right? Everything that we know is so-called Caucasian culture.
Right.
Everything that we know, the way we dress, the way we talk, the way we deal with each other. Guess what? The scriptures say the white man is the most evil person most evil nation on the face of the earth.
Right.
But you know what's funny? We have taken on the characteristics of that white man. Why? Because we murder each other. We do it in our music. They say, hey, you want to be rich, you want to be famous, rap about drugs, guns, and females. And make sure that you say the worst things about the women. And now today, it's seared into our mind, but the only way to unsear that is coming back to the Bible and taking heed of what God says. Read 1 Corinthians now.
The book of 1 Corinthians, chapter 15, in verse 33. Be not deceived. Evil communications corrupt good manners.
Watch this. Hey, brothers. Hey, real quick question. I got a quick question for y'all. Who y'all favorite rapper is? Who y'all favorite artist is?
Caleb Gordon.
All right. Caleb. Who? Caleb Barnes?
Caleb Gordon.
Oh, I don't know who Caleb Gordon is. What are you talking about?
Christian rapper.
Oh, yeah, Christian rap. Oh, you a Christian?
Got a
Okay.
cross in his ear.
Oh, let me see. Bling bling. All right. Okay. Well, who your favorite artist is? This another Christian rapper? Oh, y'all into Christian music?
Yeah.
You too? Oh, okay. Oh, I love to hear that. Hey, man, y'all should be over here with us. Hey, get that about the Christians. But wait, read that again because the Christian rappers y'all listen to, what they talk about?
Christ.
Jesus? They talk about Jesus? This is Jesus that they talking about.
Bring it out.
They ain't talking about this Jesus. Hey, you know how we know they ain't talking about this Jesus? Real quick, let me show you something about this Jesus that I'm pretty sure that none of y'all know. Get Revelation chapter 2. I want to show y'all something because the Jesus that Christian church is teaching, because guess what? His father is a what? What's your father?
He's a Christian.
Yeah, but no, he a deacon. He a deacon. So watch this. Hey, this for all y'all. So listen to this real quick. Read that real quick. Because this is something that they don't read in the church.
Revelation chapter 2, verse 26.
Now, have y'all ever heard this scripture in church? I want to ask y'all. Have you ever heard this? Have you ever heard this? Have you ever heard this? Read.
And he that overcometh and keepeth my works unto the end.
Meaning, if you keep what the 12 tribes of Israel will do to gather the nation, to build up the nation, to unify the people. Those are the works. Read.
Unto the end.
Until the end. Until the time that Christ returns. Right now, we're in the end. We're living out the book of Acts in the book of Revelations right now. Read on.
To him will I give power over the nation.
He said he's going to give us power over the nations. This is Christ speaking. This is not this guy right here. It's this black guy right here. Read.
And he shall rule them with a rod of iron.
Have y'all ever heard that? That we are going to rule the nations with a rod of iron. You know what a rod of iron is? That's like me grabbing that pole right there and beating somebody's butt. Hey, man, we be scared of a damn belt when we young. Imagine having that and you going after somebody. I told you to get out there in that field. That's what Christ said we were going to be like in that day. But this is the Bible that a lot of our people don't know about. Because guess what? They did this to us. They had us in slavery, beating our backs in. But guess what? God says he is going to pay them back. And guess what's going to happen? We're going to rule them with a rod of iron and what?
As the vessels of a potter shall they be broken to
He said
shivers.
we're going to break them down because of what they did to us. Read.
Even as I have received of my Father.
He said even as he received of his father.
They Christian
read.
rappers don't rap about that.
And I will give him the morning star. He that hath an ear, let him hear.
So God says if you have an ear, you got to hear. Because guess what? Read.
What the Spirit saith unto the churches.
So this was talking to the churches. This was read in the churches. And guess what? They don't read that in the churches no more. Have you ever, sister, how you doing? How you doing, my sister? I guess she ain't there yet. All right, hey, so listen. All right, so right now, just so you understand what we're talking about Jesus Christ. And what we were just going on is what's not taught in the Christian church. A lot of our people think Jesus Christ is this guy. This guy is actually Jesus Christ. This is a more accurate description of what Jesus Christ looks like. And when Jesus Christ comes back, he's not the white lily flower who's going to bring all nations together and hug them. Watch real quick. Get that in Isaiah 14. Because a lot of us never heard this history before. But there's a history in the Bible that has been hidden from us. Why? Because they want to keep us submissive. Because guess what? If we think this guy's our God, who we going to listen to? We going to give honor to the white man. We never going to give honor to each other. That we're the only nation on the face of the earth that bow down to an image that does not look like us. Why is that? Because we've been destroyed in slavery. Slavery happened, it separated our homes, separated our families to the point now we don't even see our sister as our sister, our brother as our brother. When we all, one nation of people, we all look alike, why we treat each other like hell? Why are we the only people that can't come together and unify for a cause? We say that we tired of black violence, we tired of this, we tired of that. But why can't we come together? You know why? Because we hate each other when it really boils down to it. We hate to see each other. You ever heard of crabs in a barrel? Your brother doing better than you, you gotta pull him down. Your sister look better than you, you gotta pull her down. There's a million reasons why we say we do what we do. But watch this, read that. 14, yeah.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 14, verse 1.
Look it out.
For the Lord will have mercy on Jacob, and will yet choose Israel.
So God says he will choose Israel. Israel are these 12 tribes of Israel that you see on this sign.
Right.
And today they think they're African American, West Indian, Haitian, Puerto Rican, Cuban, Dominican, from Guatemala to Panama, American Indians, Seminole Indians, Colombians, so on and so forth. That's what we think we are today. We don't identify ourselves as the children of Israel. But you know why? Because in slavery, what do you think they took from us? Our nationality. They took who we really are. Then we had to go by their last name. The officer was just talking about it. How now we go by Johnson, we go by Pierre, we go by Fernandez. These different last names that aren't associated with God at all. God says that we are the children of Israel. And he said, read that again.
For the Lord will have mercy on Jacob, and will yet choose Israel.
He said he's going to choose you. Meaning God has a chosen people.
Right.
And God says that you are the chosen people. But part of the stipulations of being a chosen person is knowing who you are, knowing who your God is, and returning to your God and keeping the laws, statutes, and commandments that he gave you. Because just like if you have a child or if you go on your job, they got requirements. Guess what? God has requirements too that we must follow in order to be chosen. Read.
And set them in their own land, and the stranger shall be joined with them.
So he said, America's not your own land. He said he's going to set us in our own land. Meaning it's not going to be here. Because he knows that we're here. So he said, oh no, I'm going to take my chosen people and set them up in their own land. Why? Because in that own land, guess what it's going to be? Our own, the rules of God, and we're going to be unified, and it won't be no division. You won't have to worry about on the Sabbath day buying and selling. You won't have to worry about eating pork, wondering where your food come from, your food being defiled, injected with all kind of stuff. Man, they trying to kill us out here. Black people have cancer at the highest rate right now. Blacks and Hispanic people, why? Because they give us the worst food to eat. Read on.
And the stranger shall be joined with them, and they shall cleave to the house of Jacob.
So it said that everybody outside of this is called strangers according to God. And it said that they're going to cleave to us. Read on.
And they shall cleave to the house of Jacob, and the people shall take them and bring them to their place, and the house of Israel shall possess them. in the land of the Lord for servants and handmaids, and they shall take them captives, whose captives they were.
So God says that we're going to take them captives, who captives we were. You understand that today we are still in captivity? The same place that the slave ships took us back in 1619, 1492. We're in the same location. Nothing has changed. The same place those slave boats dropped us off at is the same place that we still call home today. Don't you understand there's confusion there? And if you're in a place that's not your home, how can you ever have a connection to your true home? Right. You understand that? Right. Now get Isaiah chapter 1 and verse 7. I got the sound, don't worry. Isaiah chapter 1 and verse 7, because a lot of us don't think about this. If God put the spirit on the white man to take us into slavery, the nation. They brought us here to America. What is America supposed to be then? What is it currently a place supposed to be? Nope. What do you think it is? America, if we were brought here as slaves, what is America actually? What is... Got it? A plantation. Guess what? We're still on the plantation. Right. Now you know what you call them plantations? Jobs. Right. You call it, hey, working a 9 to 5. That's what you call it now. We still on the plantation. We still got to go to the white man. Mr. White Man, can you please give me a job? Mr. White Man, can I please get something to eat out of your store? Anytime a black person owns something, what happens? They take it from us. Right. It doesn't matter what it is. There was a black man that invented, I believe it was a machine that turned bad water into good water. You know what they did? They took it from him. And you never heard of them. During slavery, you know what they did? We invented the cotton gin. What did they do? They took it from us. Everything that we do, they take until we're broken, and now we're in the ghettos of America because we had prominent cities like Black Wall Street that they took from us. Many of y'all never heard of Rosewood, the Red Summer, where they killed us all during 1919, during these times. But read that.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 1, verse 7. Your country is desolate.
So God says our true country is desolate. Why is it desolate? Because we're not there. Right.
Your cities are burned with fire.
Now I want to ask you a question. Right now, what's going on in Israel? It's war, right? It's war in Israel right now. So it says in Israel, it says your cities are burned. Our cities are desolate. Read.
Strangers devour.
Wait. Remember we just read in Isaiah 14 that strangers, that's who we will possess in the end, right? But now it's saying that, read that again.
Strangers devour it in your presence. So
God says our real homeland, because right now we think African American, we think Jamaica, places in the Caribbean, we think Haiti, so on and so forth, and all over the world, we think those are our homeland. But God says strangers are devouring our land. Read.
Devour it in your presence.
In our presence. We watching on the news our land that has been taken from us. It was taken in 70 AD, and the problem is our people love white men so much that they don't want to hear true history. They don't have a connection to who they are anymore. Because when we hear anything, we want the whitewashed version. We don't want the real raw truth, the real gritty truth. The real gritty truth is we broke God's commandments, and for breaking God's commandments, guess what? We went into slavery, and we're still here to this day. Why? Because we didn't honor God. That's why God said this, Malachi 1 and verse 6, I think it is. Malachi 1 and verse 6, watch this. Hold on, sis, listen to this real quick. I'm going to give you two more scripts.
The book of Malachi, chapter 1 and verse 6.
Is it 6?
A son...
Verse 6, yeah?
Verse 6. A son honoreth his father.
So a son gives honor to the father, right? When you grow up with your father and you look up to your father, you give honor to your father. Read.
And a servant his master.
A servant. If you have a servant, you give honor to the master. Today, we can say we give honor to our supervisors, our bosses on our job. We give them honor. We give them respect, right? Read on.
If then I be a father.
So now God is asking a question. He said, if I be a father, read.
Where is mine honor?
Where is God's honor? You know what God's honor is found? Get that? Keep my commandments and live. Watch this.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 7, verse 2. Keep my commandments and live.
So God says, keep my commandments and live. That's where the honor is at, in keeping God's commandments. Deuteronomy 22 and verse 5. Now, I want to ask you something. What's your name, sis?
Lorda.
Lorda, my name's Luke. Lorda, watch this. I want to show you something real quick, because this is something that God commanded. Because you love God? You love God? You love God?
Yes.
All right. Now, let's see what God says. Read this.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 22, verse 5. The woman shall not wear that which pertaineth unto a man, neither shall a man put on a woman's garment. For all that do so are abomination unto the Lord thy God.
I wanted to read it in its fullness, because today, men are wearing dresses.
Yeah, that's
Right.
See it everywhere. Men wearing dresses,
yes.
cross-dressing.
Yes.
And then also, women don't realize a lot of our women are cross-dressing too.
Yeah, that's
Right.
true.
But I want to ask you a question. What did God make for men? What did God make for men? What form of clothing? What do men wear?
Pants and shirts.
Okay, pants. You agree. Men wear pants, right? Wear pants. Today, what do sisters wear that men are supposed to wear? Pants.
Pants.
Pants, you said it. So, God never ordained for women to wear pants. It was
Right.
always ordained for women to wear pants, wear dresses, and men to wear pants. Guess what happened? That guy put us in slavery. Years later, he came up with what's her name? Susan Amelia Blumhardt. Came along and started a feminist movement, and guess what happened? Our women started wearing pants as rebellion against the men. Now today, pants have become a style. Like what you have on right now, that wouldn't be considered godly according to the Bible. God says that that would be an abomination. Even though they say that there's women pants, according to the Bible and according to our history in slavery, look what they have on. This sister has on a dress. Look at this sister right here with her baby in her arms. She has on a dress.
Right.
And this is in the midst of slavery. And when you go to a lot of Caribbean places, like you go to Haiti, you go to Jamaica and the islands, and before the white man whitewashed it, a lot of the older women wore dresses. You never really saw them in pants. My grandmother, all she wears is dresses. She
Right.
refuses to wear pants. And when it's cold outside, she puts on her long tights underneath her dress, and that's what she wears. And that's what our sisters did during slavery. But now, they made it a fad where our women wear pants. Our men are okay to wear dresses. And guess what they do? They push it on the youth. So now what happens? It becomes part of what we feel like is our culture. Oh, I don't feel comfortable in a dress. I feel comfortable in pants. No, God says, if you love me, keep my commandments and live.
Right.
Now watch this. Last scripture, and have the next person come.
Yes, sir.
Get Revelation chapter 21 and verse, because he called it abomination. So we got to remember these key words. What is abomination? Abomination is something that's disgusting. Like, let's just say, what's your name, brother? What's your name? Amir. All right, so let's just say this. Elijah and Amir, they come over here, they throw up on the ground. Will you come with a spoon and say, oh, dinner served? No, but that's how God feels about it. Why? Because that would be considered abomination. Like, that's disgusting. That's how God sees our women cross-dressing as disgusting, and men cross-dressing as disgusting. Now read that, Revelations.
The book of Revelation, chapter 21, verse 8.
No, Revelation chapter 21 verse 27. Last verse.
Revelation chapter 21, verse 27. And there shall in no wise enter into anything that defileth.
So it says nothing will enter into the kingdom of heaven. Because a lot of us like to say, God know my heart. God love me for who I am. Read.
Neither whatsoever worketh abomination.
So neither who worketh abomination. A lot of times we don't think the way that we dress is working abomination, but it truly is working abomination. How does it work? Because it works into the minds of our youngins.
Right.
It works into the minds of our people that see us. It works into our culture, what we think is our culture today. And now we bring it, it's a part of our life. Now we normalize cross-dressing. Read on.
Or maketh a lie, but they which are written in the Lamb's book of life.
So in order to be written in the Lamb's book, which is Christ's book of life, we have to keep the commandments and do what his father said do.
Right.
You understand that?
Right.
You understand that, right? You understand that? Come, Josiah. So with all that being said, what do you think your responsibility is now? The things that make you say,
Exactly.
But what do you think your responsibility is? As a woman, you have to dress in a
Dress
dress.
accordingly,
Yeah, you have to dress accordingly. And last question, on here, which nationality would you be?
Benjamin.
Benjamin.
That's right.
Brother, which one are you? Benjamin, which one are you?
Benjamin.
Okay, so there we go. So now we get in some ground. That's very important because then you'll understand what's required of you as Israelites.
Shalom, Israel. This is Bishop Nathaniel. I want you to know that you can view all our Sabbath classes live on IUIC TV. That's right, I said on IUIC TV. Download the app today. Shalom.
What is a nation? Nation is men leading by example. Nation is family. Nation is community. Nation is children with role models. Nation is unity. Nation is you.
And finally, my brethren, be strong in the Lord. His word, his word, his word, his word.